Bonjour tout le monde. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for the warm welcome on the first video. I cannot even express how I feel. It's surreal that you took time out of your busy days to watch me. We'll do the elephant in the room. I have a bruised eye. It's gonna go away. I'm fine. Anyway, so you were a lot of people watching and subscribing and commenting, and I cannot say thank you enough. It feels like it's a not big enough word to express how I feel, but that's all I have for now. So merci, thank you. I decided today that I'm going to show you some of my old finishes, cross stitch and knitting. I'm acting like I have a lot. I don't. You're gonna see that my knitting cross stitch style is mainly full coverage and big pieces, so they take time. I want to take the time to show you my amazing shirt. It is a Jasmine Custom Bags long sleeve shirt. I love my long sleeve shirts. This was made by a sweet person, Becca. She has a Flosstube. I will link her down below. She made this for me. I love it. A Whole New World with Jasmine, and there's gold accent. And of course, Jasmine Custom Bags with my little lamps. Anyway, so thank you so much, Becca. It's getting a lot of use. I love it. Thank you. So like I said, we'll do finishes today. I have some with me. I have other finishes that I've done in the past, the smaller pieces that I've done to friends or families. I don't have them with me. I probably have pictures somewhere, but let's be honest, it's gonna take me a while to find them. If I find them, if I had the wherewithal back then to take pictures. So let's just go with what I have here. My first ever cross stitch was full coverage. It was something I found free online from Sprite Stitch. I believe that was the name of the website. And it's Mario World 1 from Mario 3 on the Nintendo. I love this so much. I have so many memories of playing this with my sister, Salut Val. Yeah, very meaningful to me. So that was my first ever. I believe this is 18 count Ada that you find at big craft store. There's a Michael close to me, so I'm pretty sure I got that there. Got my DMC floss there, and yeah, quite nice. The second one is one that I worked a lot on and I'm very proud of, and I'm super happy I did, and I wish I had them all, and I hope one day to have them all. Hope. This is Thomas Kinkade, Beauty and the Beast. This was my second ever cross stitch started. So much details. Yeah, there's no French knots because nope. And lumière. And yeah. That took a while, not gonna lie, I don't remember, but super pretty. That was done with the kit. That's the fabric I received with the kit, so I hear some people say that there's not a lot of margin. It was fine for me. It's not crunchy Ada, it's quite soft. So yeah. Someone I was watching a long time ago, I will link her channel down below. I don't know if she still has closed, I guess, her channel or took everything down, but it was the evergreen needle. She was doing quite a bit of Mirabilias. I was fascinated by them. I'll be honest, they're not my cup of tea, but I think they are beautiful, very detailed and regal if that's what you're looking for. But I love Egypt. I love the history of Egypt. I would love to go there one day. It's on my bucket list. And I saw her conversion for At the Met by Mirabilia, and it was very Egyptian to me. And I said, you know, I'm still new to this craft. I don't think it's gonna be my style, but why not try it? So I did. So here it is. This is on 32 count Picture This Plus Ren. Using the conversion she had in her videos. Yeah. I have to say I really enjoyed stitching that. That was really fun. The beading was great. I don't know if it's just me, but 32 counts with the bead that I had was a bit too small. Overall, when you look from afar, I think it's looking great. I also bought the set at some point of the Brooks Books princess dresses. I don't remember what the name of the collection is, but I have them all. I've started them. So I have two here. So Snow White. I think this is beautiful. This is done on 32 count linen pearl gray by Zweigart. I love pearl gray as my neutral background. And again, there are beads. There are ribbons here. Yeah, very pretty. And the second one I did is Cinderella. So beautiful. So I think I changed something, but I can't remember what it is. I think it has to do with some back stitching. Otherwise it's all called for with the Kreinik ribbons, and I can't remember what these like are made of. It's Kreinik, but it's like a wire of some sort. So yeah, as you can see, I don't fully finish, and I'm fine with that. At some point it will. Doesn't bother me. I'm very excited too about the next one. Halloween is, I like Halloween, but I don't love Halloween. My friends Susan and Colleen love Halloween. It's their holiday, and when I've told them that I never stitched anything Halloween, they were shocked, and they forced me into stitching something Halloween with them, a stitch along. So they let me choose the pattern, and this is it. This is Carriage House sampling. Oh, I don't know the name. I'll link it down below, but this is done on a 32 count XJU design pumpkin something. It's done with all the called for silk. This is quite true to color, and it was great. We had a hashtag Halloween Virgin No More Sal. Thank you, Colleen and Susie, for inspiring me to do that. And then I finished it. I am so happy. I have to say, okay, I'll be very honest. I've put my last stitch on and I was kind of not disappointed. I was numb. I'm like, okay, that's it. I spent 1,500 hours working on this and that's it. And then I'm like, no. You spent 1,500 hours stitching on this. You have done amazing. It's looking beautiful. And I did it. I did it. This is it. 100% of my Disney villains done. I've also washed it, so the grid lines disappeared. But this is it. I'm filming today and I'm going to the framer tomorrow. I'm having this frame, I already know where it's going. I'm gonna have a very simple frame because I want the stitching to speak, to sing. I want that to be the focus. So there it is. I wanted to show you also, as you can see, there's no line left, like none whatsoever. And it's pure white. I was using the 25 count magic guide by, I think it's DMC, I'm not quite sure. Some people say, I've read that they're having issues having the line disappear. I did not. It took 30 minutes in hot water and that's how it came out. I've put a collar catcher. I don't know if you know what this is. I can probably link it down below. A collar catcher is, I don't know why I'm trying to explain this. It's just what it is. It says what it is. If this is ink, it's gonna bleed into the water, which is fine, but then I don't want that to bleed on the white, if it would have. And there's a lot of red on this piece, and I said, you know, I'm not gonna risk anything. I've put a collar catcher, and this is the pinkish it came out. As you can see, can you see? Yeah, maybe you can see a bit. So I think it was worth it. If you have some, just throw them in. But yeah, that's the back. Let's do now knitting finishes. The first thing I knit is actually in the laundry, but it's a pair of socks. Very basic vanilla sock. I use a tutorial by Kay at the Crazy Sock Lady, followed it and had help from Diana, who is It Is Kismet Stitches. I'm gonna link her down below. And yeah, that was the first thing I knit. And then I knew knit and okay, maybe it's controversial, maybe it's not. I'm always cold. It's just what it is. So knit socks for me are not that warm. So I wear them, but not that much. So I knew sock knitting was something I enjoyed. However, it would not be my go-to. I wanted to try to have some shawls because I've always loved the look of shawls. So I've started knitting shawl. The first one that I knit was inspired by Sophie as the Cozy Meadow Knits. Hello, Sophie. She was knitting this beautiful shawl that, again, I forget the name. And so I gave it a go. This is made using, I can't remember what it's made with, but I bought it at Michael's. It was very affordable. It's a beautiful yarn. I would knit with that again. So there it is. Yeah. I think you can see I have a lot of geek inspired pop culture cross stitch. It's kind of the same with the shawls that I have so far. I love Star Trek, and Data is one of my favorites. And so I wanted to make this shawl with his color. It's actually the Farpoint shawl by Vanessa Smith. It is an amazing pattern. If you are into Star Trek, you have to have it. let's start here. And so I made the 2 bubbles to be Data's rank. These beautiful texture. And then here you have like stars or little ships or both. This is made using yarn, yarn from Alley Cat Yarn, Melissa. She's local to me. This is beautiful yarn. It's fingering her sock base. I'm actually thinking of doing this again, but with Picard's color because, well, Picard, right? Yeah. I love this so much. I wear it quite a bit. It's beautiful and yeah, I love the color too. Then I decided to throw myself and try to be a test knitter because I don't know what got into me. I just did. And I was following Marie-Élise Dugal. Salut Marie-Élise. She's on Instagram at Marie-Élise Dugal. So I'm gonna link her down below. She is local to me and she is one of the best designer that I know of. I just adore everything that she puts out. I tested socks for her even though I'm not a sock person and they were perfect. Anyway, but she had a shawl that she needed a tester for and I said, you know, why not? And I told her, you know, I'm a very beginner knitter, so please don't expect too much. And she was so sweet and she helped me and she was very understanding. Anyway, merci Marie-Élise. So I'm just gonna stop talking and show you the shawl. This is a pure beauty. This is called the Winter Rose Shawl. Again, beautiful texture. The way she plays with color too, where to place them. It is beautiful. So much fun to knit. It's rolling here a bit, but you have these kind of, I think they are leaves motif here. I tried to buy local and this is from the Lab Fibers. This is, I believe, autumn leaves and this is nut brown hair. It is beautiful. This is it. That's all that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I've done in the past, well, since 2016 really, when or 15, I can't remember, when I started stitching and knitting in 2021. So thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Merci tout le monde d'avoir pris le temps de regarder. J'apprécie vraiment le temps que vous m'avez donné. And I'll see you later. Bye bye.